All right, if you're a founder, you already know this feeling. You're David staring up at some corporate Goliath that seems impossible to beat. Well, today, we're unpacking your secret weapon. We're going to talk about how AI is the modern-day slingshot, the one thing that can help a small, scrappy startup not just compete with the giants, but actually win.
Okay, so let's dive in by setting the scene. It's a classic, totally unfair fight that every single founder knows all too well.
And here it is, the classic trade-off, right? On one side, you've got the startup. You're agile, you're fast, you can pivot on a dime, but you're almost always running low on cash and people. Then you look over at the giants. They've got basically endless resources, but they're so slow, so bureaucratic, often weighed down by the very legacy systems that made them huge in the first place.
So how in the world does David stand a chance? Well, it's not about trying to match the giant's strength head-on. That's a losing battle. It's about changing the rules of the game. And to do that, you need a new kind of weapon. You need an asymmetric advantage.
This right here, this is the core idea. AI creates what we call an asymmetric advantage. Look, it's not just another software tool. It's a strategic asset that takes what a startup is already good at, speed and agility, and just supercharges them. It creates a competitive edge that the big guys with all their money just can't copy.
And this quote just nails it. You're not trying to play the giant's game anymore. You're using a smarter weapon to literally tilt the entire playing field in your favor. You're making their biggest strength, their size, almost irrelevant.
You know, the best way to think about AI is as a new digital team member. It's a force multiplier. It lets a small, focused team do the work of a team that's way, way bigger. It really becomes a co-pilot in every single department, helping your marketing lead run campaigns, helping your product manager write docs, you name it.
Okay, so you've got the weapon. Great. Now, what's the battle plan? This is the practical playbook. We're going to break down exactly how you can deploy AI across your entire operation to get real, tangible results.
And what's so cool here is just how wide-ranging AI's impact can be. This is not just about your tech team building a cool product. We're talking about marketing using it for hyper-personalization at a massive scale, operations using it to predict when a machine will fail before it happens, finance automating forecasts so you have a crystal-clear view of your runway. The point is, AI can and really should touch every single part of your business.
So how do you get there? This is the 4-step roadmap. And honestly, the most important part is step 1. Notice what it says. It doesn't say, find cool AI tech. It says, identify the problem. The absolute best AI projects always start with a real, painful business challenge, not with the technology.
Now, this is one of the biggest decisions a founder is going to make: build versus buy. Do you build your own AI from scratch, or do you buy an off-the-shelf tool? This table lays out the trade-offs perfectly. Buying is fast, it's cheap to get started, but it doesn't really give you a long-term advantage, because hey, your competitors can buy it too. Building is slow and it's expensive, but it lets you create something truly unique, something proprietary, that defensible data moat built on your own insights. The smart play is often to buy first, to get some quick wins and learn, then strategically build where it really counts.
Of course, this isn't some magic bullet. Wielding this powerful weapon comes with its own set of dangers. You have to be smart and be aware of the common traps and hurdles you're going to face on the battlefield.
And when you ask startups what their biggest AI challenges are, the answers are really consistent. The number one obstacle by a long shot is budget. No surprise there. Right behind that, you've got a lack of specialized talent and the quality of their data tied for second. These are the 3 big ones you have to plan for.
So how do you navigate all this? First, you have to face the financial reality. AI is expensive to run. Your gross margins will probably be in the 50 to 60% range, much lower than a typical SaaS company. You've got to plan for that. For the talent gap, lean into no-code tools and train up your existing team. For data, the old saying garbage in, garbage out has never been more true. Your data has to be clean. And then there's the human side. You have to frame AI as an ally that makes people more creative, not something that's here to replace them. And finally, things like fairness and transparency, they are not optional. They're absolutely essential if you want to build trust with your users.
All right, so what does winning with AI actually look like in the real world? Let's get to the proof. We'll look at some amazing examples and the specific metrics that define success in this whole new arena.
I mean, just look at a company like DeepL. They built an AI-powered translation service that was just so much better than anything else out there, and it took the world by storm. The result? A mind-blowing $315 million funding round.
That's the scale of the prize we're talking about.
Or how about JobGit? They saw that hiring for hourly workers was a nightmare, slow, inefficient, so they used AI to match people to jobs instantly. They took a process that could take months and shrunk it down to days. That incredible value led to over 2 million downloads and a $52 million Series B.
And that's exactly why you can't just walk into an investor meeting with your standard SaaS metrics. The whole economic model for AI is different. The way you prove your value is different. To win, you have to learn how to speak this new language.
And this right here is the new language. You have to be ready to defend a lower gross margin by showing a clear path to scale. Investors are going to zero in on your net dollar retention to see if customers are actually sticking around and spending more over time. And they're going to grill you on your time to value, how fast a new user gets that aha moment, to prove your AI is genuinely solving their problem.
So the big takeaway from all of this is pretty clear. AI is the great equalizer. It is that asymmetric weapon, the one that gives a small, agile team a real shot at disrupting huge, entrenched industries. For every founder out there listening, the slingshot is now in your hands. The only question left is, where are you going to aim it first?